absolute pettiest thing a toxic coworker has ever forced you to do that ended up completely changing your life? For me, it started when my supervisor, Sabrina, basically blackmailed me into working an unpaid, late-night VIP catering gig. She was desperate to corner this elusive billionaire tech investor named Caleb, who was hosting a private charity gala. Sabrina wanted me there to do all the literal heavy lifting, while she stood around looking pretty, waiting to pitch her terrible app idea. She told me if I didn't cover her shift, she'd make sure my internship was terminated by Monday. When we got to this breathtaking, oceanfront estate, Sabrina immediately ditched me to go hunt down the billionaire. I was stuck carrying massive, heavy silver trays of hors d'oeuvres through a crowd of people who wouldn't even look me in the eye. I was totally exhausted, so I slipped out to the back patio for a quick breather. That's where I ran into this guy sitting on the steps, wearing a plain black hoodie and beat-up sneakers. He looked just as drained as I was. He looked at my giant tray of miniature crab cakes and joked, "Are those as dry as they look?" I laughed, sat down next to him, and said, "Honestly, they taste like cardboard, but the mini sliders are actually elite." We ended up talking for 45 minutes straight, just roasting the ridiculously snobby outfits inside and talking about our favorite hole-in-the-wall burger joints. He was so incredibly funny and down-to-earth, I completely forgot about my nightmare boss. Suddenly, Sabrina bursts through the glass doors, absolutely furious. She spots me sitting there and literally starts shrieking. She yells, "Avery, how dare you slack off and gossip with the hired help? You are officially fired. Get off this property right now." I stood up, totally humiliated, ready to pack my things. But then the guy in the hoodie slowly stands up, puts his hands in his pockets and sighs. He looks directly at Sabrina and says, "Actually, she's not leaving, but you are." Sabrina scoffs, laughing in his face. She goes, "And who exactly do you think you are to tell me that?" He smiles, extends his hand and says, "Hi, I'm Caleb. Welcome to my house." My jaw literally hit the floor. Sabrina went pale as a ghost. I thought she was going to faint right then and there. She tried to stammer out an apology, but Caleb just waved over security and had her escorted out of the venue in front of everyone. Afterward, he turned to me, grinned, and asked if I wanted to skip the rest of the party to go grab some real burgers. And honestly, it was the best first date of my life.